Here's how I would do it. I go side, side.
It's a little weird.
And then you peel off the top. So you get half your fig.
I gotta get out of this.
Welcome back to After School Special. Today we are doing Fig Newtons. These are kind of controversial. I feel like people either really like them or really hate them. What are your thoughts?
Top 5 greatest things ever invented.
Really?
Yep.
Have you always just loved them?
Always.
Did you grow up with them?
Yes.
And you stuck with it?
You want to talk about rocket power?
Yeah?
This was part of it.
That was your rocket power snack?
It's part of it, yeah.
How many do you think you ate at one time at your peak?
Whole bag.
Like an entire one of these?
Yeah, I'm like, why am I 12 with heartburn?
What about you, fan?
Yeah. I also think, and correct me if I'm wrong, there are some people that consider these cake.
Really?
Never heard that.
Me neither. I just made that up. I thought it would be a little interesting.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
I believed you.
Is that
sold
true?
me.
Is that true? You want to interject?
Yeah.
Not cake, but our family considered them a healthy cookie.
Ah.
They're like,
Yeah.
So did my family, which is why this is the first snack we've ever done that has actually been in my home.
Yeah.
This is where you guys showed your West Coast vibes. Because we didn't go, this is a healthy cookie.
Yeah.
My family also thought they were a
We
healthy
did the same
snack.
thing. My mom was like, they're real figs.
Yeah.
And we're like, we don't care what a fig is, but we're going to haul these in.
I mean, my dad, when my mom was in the hospital, my dad, this is to a fruit thing, he went, you know, the Welch's snacks?
Yes, yes.
And on the package it says made with real fruit.
Yeah.
And so my dad got her those while she was in the hospital. And we said to him, don't you think this is a bad idea to give this to mom? And he, with all seriousness, looked at us and goes, they're made with real fruit. And I said, that's why she's in the hospital.
But he's not wrong. It's just they're made with real poison as well.
There is fruit along with 30 other things that are way worse.
They're just made in the back of a Home Depot and shot out of a cannon.
Well, I remember we had these all over, and then my mom was like, well, they're not very good for you, so let's get the whole wheat versions.
There's a whole wheat version of these?
Does that sound familiar, Lindsay?
we weren't that crazy.
Yeah.
If you're giving your kids trash, you just want them to go away.
Right? And then, and that was back when people thought whole wheat was any better for you. It was the same bad shit.
I'm so glad.
Are you talking about Nabisco? This company makes a whole wheat version of
If
these
I remember
burgers?
correctly, there was a whole wheat Fig Newton.
Really?
I'm so glad
Because it was like a darker version.
All right. I'm not arguing.
Yeah, it was just a darker brown.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
what
it
I'm
was.
saying. Yeah.
And it tasted horrible.
It was so
Yeah.
bad.
The other one went through the sprayer.
Yes.
It got a spray tan.
Yeah, the truck just stopped by a tanning salon before getting its way to Mom's.
Deliver right to the Thompsons. Do not stop.
I remember as a kid having these, and then on the shelf next to it was the whole wheat. And I went, who the fuck buys this? And I'm glad I met you because now I know the people that were keeping that going.
It was the
was you.
Thompsons.
It was.
Head right to the slopes after a pack of whole wheat.
That's
Fig
right.
Newtons.
You got 3 hours of soccer ahead of you. Better have a
Nice.
package.
What do you think I mean, aside from you, I know you eat the whole sleeve, but a standard person, when they go for these, I feel it's a 4.
I think 4.
4?
I don't think you can't do anything
Yeah,
else
the
than
kids
2.
that ate 4 had piano lessons.
Yeah.
Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's...
Yeah, fuck your piano.
Yeah. See, okay, so how do you eat these?
already.
You go whole thing?
Yeah, I don't know why I split it in half. I've never done it that way. But yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Okay, so I do a little thing that's crazier. I go side. Now it's an Uncrustable.
Now it's, well, look at that.
Here's how I would do it.
I'm just going to eat it.
I would do the same thing, but I'd bite it. I go side,
It's a little weird.
and then you peel off the top. So you get half your fig.
I gotta get out of this. I mean,
So now you have more things.
Now I know why there's school shootings. Because there's some bastard who just goes in, he's like, I'm going to eat the top off of my Fig Newton. And then Randy's just like, I'm coming back tomorrow. My dad's like, okay.
So now I have a classic open-faced Sando.
But look at that. I mean, there's so much work.
But it's a process. When you don't grow up in a house with sugar, you savor the little you get.
I get that. I understand what you're saying.
Sean, I think I broke Sean.
I think so too.
He's short-circuited.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be nice.
So let me say, you do.
When you're skinning the Fig Newton with your teeth,
fucking Jeffrey Dahmer ass.
as soon as you finish skinning the cookie, you go, why does no one want to go to homecoming with me?
Right. Balls are dry.
I can't get anyone to go to the dance.
Yeah. Because you got a freaking fig skinner.
Mom, I gotta go away to school. I'm scared everybody in town.
Because I've got a fig canoe in my hand.
Wow.
I'm gonna be nice, he says. Oh, the damage hasn't been done.
When he took the roof off that thing,
Yeah, it's a drop top Fig Newton.
who we would think, yeah. Well, we know you're at.
Forever a favorite.
Now, how are you feeling?
I think they're okay.
You think they're okay?
They're not great.
The real ones are good. The Newton, the Newmanos.
The Newman versions?
Paul Newman.
That's the one, because we could not get the name brand ones, we'd get the Newman fig price.
There
You
go.
had to give your money to Paul Newman, who convinced you he had a charity,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
which went directly to his race team.
Yeah. But
Got another donation to the Paul Newman charity. Right to Paul Newman Racing. Got a nice fucking
hey guys, new
tires.
tires, new tires.
Exactly.
I never had the Nuos,
The Newmans?
or whatever you call them.
They were next to these when we bought them today,
Mm-hmm.
but we had to get the classic
original-
Nabisco because it's the 90s.
The cover.
Of course, yeah.
We didn't have the nutritional all natural knowledges
Right.
as kids.
See, I think I liked them as a kid because I thought they were healthy. So I was like, oh, they're not the best, but because they're healthy, they're good for being healthy. But now that we know that they're just trash like the rest, they're not that great.
Yeah.
This is new. I'll tell you that. They didn't have this
Oh, yeah.
early 2000s. This wasn't a thing. I think that's why I ate the whole thing, because you'd have to open it
Yeah.
and then you'd have to slide it back into the wrapper, and that never happened.
You're
And
like,
if you
it's
left
just
them in
out.
the fridge, yeah.
You know what? We should really try one more.
You're right.
You shouldn't
Out
do
of
it.
respect.
Yeah.
Well, Ben Max is out at 4, so let's be careful.
You know, I would eat a whole goddamn thing of those, but then my brother would get mad because I didn't share with him.
Oh, wow.
How old's your brother? He's older than you?
2 years younger.
He's younger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be annoying. I would want to have an older brother. I feel like the younger brother would be annoying.
Well, the younger brother's cool because you can just do it untold emotional damage, and it's fine. It's just acceptable.
Ben just smashed all of his whole wheat Newtons on him. There you go, Addie.
Are you choking because you're not used to the non-whole wheat?
That's like what it is. I don't have all 7 grains.
What does your Fig Newton taste like? Smash! It's done.
My brother would come home from school and he'd make himself a ham sandwich, and I'd hide in the kitchen. So when you put the ham down and then go back in the fridge for something, I would just take the ham off the bread and eat it. And he'd turn back around, there wouldn't be a ham there. And he was so stupid, he would go,
I didn't put ham.
I didn't actually put ham on this. And he'd go back and put ham on it again. And I'd just keep taking it.
Shout out to Adam, finding out the true feeling of your older sibling.
Love you, buddy.
That's in your DNA.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hamless Adam.
We were talking about this earlier. We were saying when you grow up and you realize people in your bloodline are morons. And that's like a part of you. It's in you somewhere. It's scary.
Yeah, it'll at some point it'll rear its head.
Who in your family are you most afraid of having their DNA in you?
My dad's whole side of the family. Like every time I did a 23andMe, and now I get updates and it says, there's another Leli you may know. I go, oh Jesus.
Oh God, no.
I just go, I'm good.
I don't want to know.
You have to press 5 to talk to him in the state there. At Rikers.
And don't get me wrong, there's some stupid motherfuckers on my mom's side.
Yeah, you got hit from both ends, huh?
Oh shit! The morons are at our flank.
I'm surrounded.
Watch your six. There's a hard behind you.
What about you? Who are you afraid to have in your DNA?
I mean, on my mom's side, it's like weird Mormons,
yeah.
and then on my dad's side, it's NASCAR fans. So it's like I'm trying to.
Daytona without a drink.
I would say stay out of. Trying to stay in the middle, but the middle's not good.
No, the blend of that ain't going. No.
You gotta stay far away.
What's going on with you? I know you got some feelings there.
It's the corniness in my family.
Yeah.
It's that white corniness. You know, I'm afraid of that I have the DNA that's like, it's not the heat that kills you, it's the humidity.
Yeah.
Like I've got that in me.
It's a dry heat.
You do.
It's a dry heat.
You do.
It
It's
could
a
be
dry
worse.
heat, right.
Could be worse.
Your family gets together and talks about the weather for a couple hours.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Right.
It did get a little cooler this year. A little sooner than we thought. But I think that's gonna make for a warm spring. Like I've got that in me.
Yeah.
And if it comes out, clack, 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 boom, boom.
We all got something, huh? Well, this was a nice therapy session.
That was a sweet onomatopoeia, Ben. Clack, 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 boom, boom. No, yeah, the corniness, I definitely have that in me.
Yeah.
Comes out sometimes.
How does the corniness come out of you?
I don't know. Watch the vlogs.
This is just a weird plug.
That was a corn maze.
Gross fucking corn on the cob.
With the corn holders.
We had those. We had the corn
dude.
that would look like corn.
Yes.
Well,
They sell any others?
Yes.
Do they?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the corn.
I had the green trim with the black rubber.
I don't even know. What
Two
those look
very good, it would go all the way in.
Your dad was using spark plugs.
But you had the same thing.
Yeah.
You had the little plastic corn on the cobs that went into the corn on the cob.
Yes, and they stayed in they stayed in the fork and knife drawer.
Yep.
And every time you reach in for a fork and knife, you get stabbed by one of those little goddamn corn
Yeah,
sticks.
and you're like, we don't even use these things.
Jesus Christ! When do we have corn?
Right, I'll just use a knife.
Once in July because
Yeah.
it was fresh in the grocery store.
Yes, exactly. Like
God.
one barbecue.
No more 23andMe's for me. I'm fucking done with
you
that.
don't
What
know.
Ancestry? What's the other one? The Ancestry one's always.
Yeah.
We have a relative. I'm good.
I don't want to.
I'm good. I got enough.
You have plenty.
Plenty I don't like. I got enough.
Yeah. Because what are the odds you're going to find one that you do like? You know?
They're all dead. I don't need to know.
But what do we think about Fig Newtons? We're happy with them?
I love it.
Pretty good.
I know you think they're okay. I think they're delicious.
I could eat a meal now.
Please let us know what you think. Fig Newtons.
I flew here for this review. Big news.
Sean flew southwest from Orlando. 11 stops.
For figs. 11 stops. He connected in Frankfurt.
To let you know my opinion.
He had more stops than a Greyhound bus on a southwest flight.
It was actually a Greyhound with wings, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a seat. He held onto the handrails the entire time. Yeah. Next stop, New Mexico.